All right, so best of 3.
Cool. So that's how you picked up Starbow, huh?
Yeah, basically. Wait, I think this is my...
Terran versus Terran. Interesting.
Okay, so let's start with our player in the... Oh my god, I need to check actually. So it's going to be in the top right side. Yes, it's a 4-player map, so we are going to start here with our blue Terran, arguably formerly known as Xiphias. I watched a couple of games. Quite experienced according to our lead designer, co-caster here. It's gonna be Newt.
Yeah, I guess I'll introduce. I can't see your camera, but I'm gonna assume you're on Rombuzz now, and in the bottom right corner, we're playing from Team CSO, and that you're the team manager, right?
Yeah, team manager. I'm the next person after the founders, basically. So shout out to them for supporting this whole community and whole team.
For sure. If Rombuzz doesn't win, you know, you're gonna smack him down. He's not gonna be happy, so you gotta.
No, you know, people think that, oh yeah, MAUZY is the team manager. He's like the terrorist. I joke about it like, yes, I'm the team manager or terrorist, whatever you'd like to call me, and I'm like, yeah, but actually, I never ever bash them. Like, even if I have like there's moments when I'm disappointed, okay? So that happens, but I'm disappointed because I know that they care so much about this whole thing. So I'm happy when they win and I'm sad when they lose because I'm kind of empathetic. So empathetic. I don't know what's the word.
It should be. That's the way it should be. Oh, if you click Control N, you get the thing up.
Yeah, but I have the.
Oh yeah, you have the overlay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the what's it called, the game heart? No, not game heart. 3.0 WCS 3.0.
Dude, it
That's
took me
basic
like my brain was racing. Like I used to cast and host so many Starbow tournaments way back, right?
Yeah, I watched a couple of them.
Nice, thanks. And I remember like there was a combination of buttons. What was it? I'm like my brain was racing. Like Control N.
And there's Control A for the workers and arms supply, and I think there should be like something more.
In Immortal, it's like Alt W or something. So like it's hard. Right. So just want to talk about the Smash a little bit. So it's a TVT, which means that just like Bird War, mech is definitely the way to go. Oh, look at Newt going for a quick starporting event.
Okay. So potentially gonna see what are the options, like actually what are the options, because I know in Starcraft 2 you have some more harassment options. I know there's a Viking here which kind of works like the Valkyrie, but also
you can't really use
land.
You can't land it, so you can't. No, I think what he's going for here is he's gonna okay, I was gonna say he was gonna make some vultures and drop them, but he's making he's going for a Goliath Drop.
Interesting. Okay. So whoever's unfamiliar and wonders what is a supply drop doing on top of that factory, that is actually a how do you call that actually?
It's kind of like a chrono boost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a chrono boost. Let's enable
it's called overcharge. But
okay, overcharge. That's what I was looking at.
But
okay,
it only works on production structure for Terran. So it's kind of like their macro mechanic. It's because they don't have mules. They do have cooldown SCVs though, but oh dude, he's using so many overcharges on this factory. That's like the third one. He's
he's committing
out
to it.
4 Goliaths and going for it. So we're gonna see how much damage he can do with this.
Okay, no second base.
Only 5 Marines and they're on the other side of the map.
Yeah, no second base actually. So, and these 5 Marines are moving across the map, and these 2 Marines and 4 Goliaths, if Newt decides to turn back, I think it's gonna be quite an issue for Rombuzz.
Yeah, he's making a siege tank, but he was supply blocked for a long time, so it's only now starting, and he really needs that tank to defend this.
Okay, and there's a Wraith as well, just in production right now. So, and another Goliath, but the supply depot is going to fall most likely. Now we have a second barracks and a starport, so Rombuzz is committing to the bio. Ooh, and the Goliath drop. This is going to hurt quite a lot. The SCV pool is not going to be that fast, not fast enough at least. Siege tank, and the Rombuzz is going to realize that there is no siege mode on the basic siege tank.
You need to upgrade that.
Oh
I don't
no!
think he
Oh, he's
can
not
kill it back.
repairing.
The SCVs are not repairing.
Oh, he needs to repair. Okay, finally starts. No, he's not repairing. Okay, that is going to be an issue, and Rombuzz is taking a lot of harassment damage. And is this game actually?
Newt could actually call down an SCV to start repairing Goliath.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, you can call on SCVs wherever, basically. Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, so really quick first game. You just disposes of Rombuzz's turn.
Yeah, I feel like you're playing Brood War, you're not really playing versus your opponent, you're playing versus the game. You know what I mean?
Alright, would you like to present our very first player?
Sure. Which one are you on?
The blue player. The blue one.
Alright, so currently up 1-0. Still playing Terran. Well, he has to, it's rules. It is Newt.
And his opponent from team CSO ESPORTS, it is going to be, well, Rolling Zerg this time, not Terran. It is Rombuzz.
That's gonna be interesting. There is one unit that Terran has on the barracks that is different from Brood War, and it's mostly kind of there to be decent versus like Protoss and maybe even Terran, so you can go a little bit of bio there because that's very rare to go bio versus
the Enforcer
in Brood War, right? Yeah, the Enforcer. Thank you for saying that because we called it so many different things. I didn't remember what name we ended up with. It used to be a Merc, then it used to be a Herc, and then it was a Marauder, and now we got an Enforcer. So there we go.
Also, quick question. Are the, what you call them, swarm, not swarm hosts, but
Defilers?
No, there used to be like a swarm host like thing that is anti-air. I saw it in one of the tournaments. It's something swarm.
Oh, he just. I was clicking on a larva to see, but then he started spawning something.
But I don't think it's in, or at least
yes,
it's not in.
Eruptor.
No. I mean the other. There's like a swarm host like unit.
Yeah, it's called the Eruptor. It looks like a swarm host.
No, that's a Ravager.
Oh right.
And there's like swarm. Oh my god, I cannot actually remember that, but
such a trip too for me.
I couldn't figure out if it's in the game or not, because I looked at the pretty much we selected your maps, which also work against the AI.
Yeah, those.
Because like, a few of them don't.
When you load the map, it should say this is Starbow re-uploaded. This is the one to play. Those are the right maps, because there are other versions of Starbow that were just like people were testing things and they never removed them, and I kind of pinged them like, hey, please remove these so we don't have like different conflicts, but it never happened. So we have some kind of old copies of Starbow lying around that people shouldn't play on, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we tried to.
There is no swarm or something here.
Yeah, okay, so that's there was an update after that, because I remember there was like a 2016-2017 Eurobow that I watched as a first tournament that I watched on your channel, so I was curious if it's still in, because it's kind of an interesting unit, but it's not a swarm host.
What did it do again?
Just spawns. Do you know like the Heart of a Swarm campaign, the mission where you are in the Bone Trench and you need to take down the Gorgons, and you have to use those static defense type of things.
Oh, does he know that queens have to push it?
I hope he knows, because you know I made a video. I'm sorry, I made a video for everyone, so I made it easy for everybody.
Maybe
just so they know.
Video. Oh man.
Yeah, maybe
okay,
Rombuzz just skipped it.
So.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be able to.
Circling speed, he gets fine, but like vultures are really good versus things. And
yeah.
like, queens are so good versus this, but they have to. It's only 15 energy to enrage the queen, but I don't think he knows.
Oh, he has no energy. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't show on the command card. I mean the HUD here. But yeah, there is a option to enrage the queen, which means it can attack ground units. No anti-air though.
Yeah, queens do not have anti-air, but that's also because hydralisks are on hatchery deck, so getting early hydras is not that difficult.
Oh, this might just be kind of weird.
Yeah,
Rombuzz cannot attack. Like, yeah, he did not really practice, I don't think. Happens to the best, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh well, he's got a Hydra now.
Oh, but he's not targeting the Wraith. Ooh, that's kind of an issue here. Okay, finally he starts targeting the Wraith. Second Wraith shows up.
We got the old school Hydra spits sounds.
Ah, yes, with the good old Hydra spits. Trying to remember, Origin had a good analogy on that one. How do you differentiate the two? It's like, is it spitting like mucus or spikes?
Yeah.
then you can tell if it's a Brood War or a SC2 Hydra.
Now, even though this looks a bit bad for Rombuzz, he had his natural up way earlier than Newt. Newt is still he's only halfway making it. He's been like taking really hard. So this is still not over, and supply-wise, it's actually pretty close. So I think that Rombuzz needs to maybe redistribute his workers a bit. But yeah. Oh, I don't know if they know this. We actually have very different mining in Starbow compared to Starcraft 2.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed by it sometimes because, you know, I see the little number here on top of the main building, and I'm like, okay, so that's how many it supports, but I'm like looking at it and everything just bounces around and the mining is inefficient and everything, so
yeah,
quite annoying.
It's only the first 8 workers that are efficient, and then it goes gradually down, and it actually I think it technically supports up to like 20 something for 8 patches, but it's like we had to put a number there to like tell people this is about as many you should have, but it's a little bit more complicated than that in Starbow compared to Starcraft 2.
Okay, in the meantime, Rombuzz is a bit supply blocked here. It's gonna fire up 2 more Overlords. Now, something to mention here that though you have the, I don't know if it's called inject, it's spawn larva? I don't know what it's called.
Larva, yeah.
Inject larva, okay. So I'm still trying to make peace in my mind with the terminology of Starbow, because it's like, especially the ones that are not from Brood War, that are exclusive to this mod. We have a couple of new things, and that means, so you have this mechanic that speeds up. It doesn't actually spawn extra larvae, but if I recall correctly, not only speeds up the production of units, so the hatching, but it also speeds up the spawning of the next few larvae, right?
Yeah. So
up to 3.
You don't get more larvae, but you get larvae faster, and even the units in production are finishing faster as well.
So yeah, technically every race has a chrono boost.
Yeah, every race kind of has a chrono boost, yes. If you technically want to increase your larva account, you just need to make more hatcheries. That's actually one of the biggest like kind of noob traps that StarCraft 2 players fall into when playing Starbow, is that they only have like 1 hatchery per base. They don't make macro hatches. And you can see it in the money on Rombuzz right now that he should have had a macro hatch right now.
You could have 3 at this point.
Yeah.
Struggling to make a 3rd base, so...
Yeah, and it's also interesting to see the creep spread, because creep spread in this mode isn't really that important.
Yeah, I mean, you can have like a bit, you know, to just have the signal beforehand. It still gives vision, right? I mean, it doesn't give speed and regen. Yeah. I don't think it gives regen either, right?
No, it doesn't affect your units. It's mostly vision and like where you can build. So it's not as important. It's kind of sad that we ended up like all the unique things from StarCraft 2, we ended up kind of neutering quite a bit into mechanics that are not that interesting. But it was really hard to like make those mechanics big and keep the Brood War balance. So yeah. We kind of chickened out a lot of these decisions.
Yeah, it didn't really go for like, I don't know, super crazy stuff, but
yeah. There was you're talking about the swarm host earlier. We actually had way back in the experimental days of Starbow, there was someone made the original creator guy. He made a swarm host that spawned flying locusts, and every flying locust had 1 neural parasite.
Oh, what? Okay.
So you can just like take over your entire enemy army for a couple of seconds. It was insane.
Oh my god.
But it was hilarious to watch. Oh wow, we're gonna have biomedic tank, of course, in versus Sorry, that makes total sense. And Rombuzz doesn't have lurkers, so this is gonna be painful.
Yep. Also, just a reminder, there is no detection here. Creep tumors are visible to the enemy, so instead of like creep colonies, you have creep tumors and you have the spine and spore crawlers. But yeah, the thing is, ooh, look at that. Irradiate is also on the way. Marine range is finishing soon, and +1 infantry weapons. So first lurker is on the way. Yes, that is going to be the first lurker, and a couple of mutas. Mutas are clumping up like kind of like automatically. Ooh, and Rombuzz just engages before the mutas spawn. That's gonna be GG.
GG. But yeah, that is correct. Mutas do clump up automatically here, so Muta Micro is easier to do than Brood War, but it is definitely possible to do. And it's sadly not as smooth, but it's much easier. Alright, give me 1 second, I'm gonna be right back.